Did you know there are secrets that few people know, but you can use to tailor and maximize the responses you get from ChatGPT? They happen to be pretty easy. Curious to uncover these secrets? Keep watching this video. Whether it's an article, a code, or to summarize a text, here's the deal. Since ChatGPT and tons of other LLMs have been released, I still see many people, students, researchers, developers, and translators are using simple prompts that, to be honest, won't get them the response that they are looking for. The thing is, if you use the right prompt, you'll set the stage for these AI systems to understand exactly what you're looking for, and the result is output that align closely with your needs. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys 7 effective tips and 2 websites for reference regarding prompt engineering on how to write a good prompt that leads to a better output. These are tips that I learned from a prompt engineering course on Coursera and of course my own experience with my colleagues, so stay tuned. As we explained in our previous video about how LLMs work, which I put the link right here, or I don't know, right here, LLM's model can produce all sorts of results, like an article, music, or a code. It can do math, paraphrase, summarize, or even give you advice. However, to get the best result, you have to write the best prompt, which are simple rules you have to consider when writing your prompts. Alright guys, without any further ado, let's talk about these components, starting with intention. So it's important to make it clear what you want GPT to produce for you. You want it to summarize, generate, I don't know, analyze, whatever. It's important to be clear and specific with your intention, meaning that you should mention your task using a verb. You can also use multiple verbs in your prompt. For example, I found an article from the web. I want to prompt, read this article and then summarize it, but remove things about World War I. See, although my prompt is asking for multiple tasks in one prompt, it is completely clear. It's better if you put your prompt at the end of your inputs. Experience has shown that you'll probably get better results if you make your request at the end. Alright, let's talk about the next component, which is context. Prompts often include context, which means the details related to your request. This helps the language model by offering clear framework for generating the desired output. This context can include elements such as keywords, user background, situation, that basically it shapes the model's understanding. Look, providing enough context empowers the model to generate the precise and fitting responses. Alright, let's say you are looking for a training plan for yourself, right? You can ask like, I need a plan for reducing my weight by 10K in the gym. Then you probably end up with some generic response. But if you want to include context and get a personalized output, you should prompt like, I'm 23 years old, I'm a 90 kilogram male, my height is about 176 centimeters, calculate my BMI, and based on that, give me a plan for training for reducing my weight. Alright guys, here's the important point to remember. You cannot use prompts that are only context. Like, you cannot write, I'm a 90 kilogram male, and ChatGPT will be like, okay, so what? Good for you. Using verbs is essential. It's a combination of verbs and context that can lead to a more meaningful output. Alright, let's go to the third component, which is exemplars. Now, what are the exemplars? Well, exemplars can sometimes save a lot of your time. Sometimes what you exactly need as an output cannot be produced by giving more information, more clarification, I don't know. So what can we do then? No worries, guys. All you have to do, just give an example of what you're exactly looking for. Let's say you want to write a job description for a new opening job. In this case, you have a sample text from LinkedIn that meets your desired writing style and formatting. You could easily include that description in your prompt and let GPT know this is what you're exactly looking for. The response will be something similar to the example that you gave GPT. So now let's head on the next tip, which is the most effective one, and that is role assignments. This one is really functional, guys. I tried it a lot. All you need to do is just assign a role to GPT and then make your ask with the good context that we talked about earlier. For example, if you need a specialized advice for a specific situation, you can start with, you are an experienced therapist with 20 years of experience in marriage consultation. I want to marry someone with blah blah specifications. And then you're gonna feel like you are consulting with someone real and experienced. So what's going on here? What happens is that all the data sets in this regard, I mean, the role you have assigned, would be classified and prioritized for GPT to produce the output. The next one is proper wording and right vocabulary. In most cases, LLMs like GPT produce better output in English. And I think most LLMs like GPT and Bard have a better interaction with English. It's because the primary language that is used for model training is English. Although it does support all languages, I think it's gonna keep getting better. I know that GPT can still respond correctly even when you have some typos or grammatical mistakes, but it's way better if you write your prompt in proper English with clear phrasing, wording, and grammar. So now we get to formatting. Formatting is significant in the prompts submitted to LLMs as it can impact the generated output. What format would you like to get in response? Would you like a table, bullet points, or an email format? Let's say you want GPT to produce a sample data sets for customer transaction classified in different columns in a table like their full name, phone number, purchase ID, item purchased. Here's what you get. Or if you're looking for a piece of Python code, you can ask like to provide it in a code format. Or for example, you found an article, you want to summarize it in 5 bullet points. You can prompt like this. And now, last but not least, the tone. And full disclosure, I like this one the most. Let's say you want to make friends with someone or approach senior colleagues to ask for their help. But you want to sound casual, like, yeah, I want your help, but I don't care, whatever. You can prompt, hey GPT, I need to approach my boss, but I don't want to seem too needy. I want to tell her blah, blah, blah. Maybe you may need to lay off one of your employees, don't do that, but you don't want to hurt their feelings. You can prompt like, I need to inform one of my employees that we cannot work together. It's because she is not up to the job, but I want to say it in the nicest way. I don't want to hurt her feelings. All right, with that being said, let's wrap all this up together and let's work on the prompt that we just used as an example. All right, here's a transform prompt. You are the head of the HR department of a financial company where the employees have a close connection together. But you have to fire one of them due to lack of competence. Write an email to let her know, but it's important that you do not hurt her feelings as much as possible. Her name is Helen Becker. Be polite and considerate. Here's a template to use as an example. Remember to keep practicing until you totally get it. So there are 2 websites that I personally use it, and they're a very comprehensive website for prompt engineering and prompt stuffing. I'll put the link in the description below. And that's all for now. I hope these components made sense to you and you can easily start using them right now and actually do that and see the actual changes. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.